I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I still don't believe that I own this car. I don't know if I've ever really mentioned it on the channel, but owning a second generation Eclipse has been a dream of mine for a long time. I've always loved them, and it's kind of funny because, you know, they were Fast and the Furious. They were the cool one. A lot of people don't like the third gens. A lot of people don't like the fourth gens, and definitely the new Eclipses nobody likes. Except maybe your mom. First generation Eclipses were cool, but they were different. The second gen Eclipses and the Talons in them, they were a really cool front wheel drive platform. Often overlooked nowadays, and honestly finding a 2G Eclipse around here is unheard of. I never see them around here. I didn't plan to be able to own an Eclipse until maybe one day, maybe I could afford a built GSX or something cool like that. But when this popped up, I had to have it, and I kept going back to it. I saw it originally when it was listed. The price was way too high for what I was willing to pay for it with the work that it looked like it needed. I kept coming back to it though, and now recently I've been searching for a replacement for the daily cruiser for a while, and I kept coming back to this car. So I shot the guy an offer. We dickered back and forth for probably a couple days, and then we finally agreed on a price, and we picked up the car, and the rest is history. I still don't believe it. I love these cars so much. I just come out here and look at it for extended amounts of time. I am so excited to dive into this thing and work on it. It does need quite a bit of work, more than I expected, which we will get into shortly. But just a little bit about these cars. This one in particular is a 98. It is a 5-speed, which is huge. That was another main reason why I wanted this one. I believe it is a GS. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it does have the NA 2-liter in it. They didn't make crazy power in stock form, but we definitely have plans to change that in the near future. I will be straight up with you guys. I do want to end up turboing this car and doing something really cool with it like that. To start out with though, I want to get this motor refreshed and running strong, but again, more to come on that. This 2-liter in this car is basically a variant of the 4G63, which if you've been around cars for a while, you've probably heard that before. The 4G63 was known for being in some of the older Evos, and you know, it was a big Mitsubishi thing. This car is known for being a DSM car, which DSM stands for Diamond Star Motor Works, which is the combination of Chrysler and Mitsubishi. I wonder if you guys know where I'm going with this already, because I've made some very cool discoveries already without even owning this car for very long that have got me 10 times more excited than I even originally was to dive into this on the channel. Cars like the 3000 GT and the Dodge Stealth, there were a lot of DSM cars, and the 4G63 was a big part of that, and this is one of those cars. This was a combined effort between Mitsubishi and Chrysler, and already the 2-liter in this car is so very similar to the SRT4 in my other car, my PT Cruiser GT. As you guys know, I've worked on them a lot on the channel in the past, and I love working on them. They're like, when I work on the GT or one of those cars, it's like I'm home again. And this car, there's so many similarities, and I'm even finding some of the same parts in this car already. Like for example, the coil is the exact same coil that's on my PT Cruiser GT SRT4 over there. The same cam gears, a bunch of different little stuff like that is already shared parts, and these are actually not hard to find parts for, even still, for that very reason, because it was that era of Chrysler and Mitsubishi, and there was a lot of shared stuff going around. So honestly, super appealing to me and super exciting to me to dive into this and see all of the similarities. Hell, it would be pretty easy to do an SRT4 swap in one of these. So I gotta go ahead and take you guys off the stand and give you a little bit closer look at this car, but I think that's so freaking cool though, how these cars, you know, as different as they are for obvious reasons, there's some really cool similarities in the powertrains, and I cannot wait to show you guys that throughout the whole build series of this car. There will be an entire build series on this car. This car is very special to me, and this is just the beginning of tons of videos that we're going to be making on the Eclipse. I'm so excited to have it as a replacement for the daily cruiser, even though this isn't really a daily yet. Honestly, at this point, I'm done with the whole daily slash fun car thing. I don't even care. All my cars, like, I will never be a normal person that drives a normal car. Nothing about me is normal when it comes to that. I don't care about having a normal, reliable car because I will always be rebuilding cars and doing that for the rest of my life. Cars are more to that than me. So I don't really care what you want to call it anymore. This is just my new Eclipse that I'll hopefully have driving very soon. So a little closer look at things here. The interior is actually in really good shape. It has this really cool, like, diamond looking, super 90s looking print on the seats, and the seats are actually in really good shape. There's not even a rip or tear in the driver's seat or any of the seats, and the interior in general is actually in pretty decent shape. I'm really excited for that. I can't wait to get it cleaned up and detailed. The steering wheel is even in good shape other than a small rip here, but I would like to get an aftermarket wheel as well as a different shifter. It has some really weird short shifter in it I do not like, or maybe an upgraded OEM shifter or something in the future, but it is the 5-speed like I said. It already has a Bluetooth touchscreen in it for the head unit, and it has subwoofer wiring, so that's handy. All I got to do is mount it a little bit better and fix some little things in here, which should be fun. Car does have cruise control, which is cool. I don't know if it works or not. We shall see. It has these random aftermarket wheels. It actually has really good tires on it right now too. So these will do the job for now, but eventually I do want to get new wheels and change the aesthetic of the car a little bit. I think it has some sort of random kit on it, but again, I am not sure what is going on with this car. It definitely has a different wing. I think this is this GSX wing or GSX style wing. You can see where the OEM wing, the holes were plugged right here. I don't even know if those taillights are aftermarket. I don't know anything. What I do know is these headlights are aftermarket and they are super cool. I would turn them on for you right now, but the battery's disconnected. I'll go ahead and show you a picture on the screen. They actually have the halos in them and they have projector lenses, and they're really, really nice. So they need to be obviously fully restored, which we will do, but I have faith that we'll be able to get them into mint condition, and they're like the exact style headlight that I would have chosen either way. The bumper needs a little work, but it's pretty good other than the fact that it needs a big intercooler sitting back in there eventually. The paint job in general and the body needs a lot of work, but we will be getting to that in due time. A lot of clear coat peeling and rock chips on the front. There's a few rust spots. This one is definitely the worst right here, so we'll have to cut out and do a little bit of patching. Other than that, everything else is in decent condition. We'll replace some small things around and do some body work. We are going to be giving this thing a paint job as soon as possible. Obviously, I want to make sure that the car is mechanically sound first, and then we'll kind of move on to the aesthetics. So speaking of being mechanically sound, like I said, this car is an NA 2-liter, and there's a lot of weird stuff going on with that motor. It was, you know, a risk that I accepted when I was buying the car that, hey, I'm getting an Eclipse for a decent price. Anything could be wrong with this, but thankfully we are at a point now where we can pretty much do anything. We can rebuild motors. We can, you know, I can handle anything that has thrown at me as long as I get this car. I'm willing to take it on. So sure enough, we had some really weird issues from the start, and you guys are going to be seeing over the next episode or two all of the stuff that we went through, getting it all diagnosed and everything. Dude, this looks so freaking cool in here. This car is insane. My God, I love it so much. I'm sorry, it's really hard for me to even focus and talk about it right now because I'm just like drooling standing here looking at this thing. I love these Eclipses so much. I still can't believe. This is my new project car. What? So I'm not gonna pop the hood right now because it's kind of gonna spoil some of the future stuff you're gonna see, but big criteria for me is I wanted another manual car. This one is in good shape. The trans and the clutch are both seemingly in really good shape, so really excited about that. But this thing needs a lot of TLC, but we are just getting started. Over these next couple episodes, we're gonna get the car running and in perfect shape again. Then we'll get to give this thing an aesthetic makeover. Then we'll get to boost the car eventually, and then we'll just, it's gonna get crazy. So between this and the PT-GT that is now getting a big turbo, should I give you guys a sneak peek? Sure, I'll give you a sneak peek. Oops. That was a pretty good sneak peek if you ask me. Between these two cars, we have literally two of my biggest dreams coming true right now on the channel, and I could not be more excited. So be sure to go run this video up, head down there, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, smash both of those, share this video out to anybody you think would enjoy seeing a build series on a 2G Eclipse like this. It's not something that I've seen very often on YouTube, to be honest. So be sure to let the homies know as well, because, well, yeah, I think that's a pretty good sneak peek as to what you have to look forward to. So bad stuff happened to this Eclipse right off the line that had to do with the motor, and essentially we are already basically halfway through rebuilding this motor as we speak right now. Once we're done, this thing is going to be literally like a brand new car. and we're gonna have so much fun with it, dude. Like, I can't even begin to tell you all of the content that we're gonna be making with this and all of the fun we're gonna be having with this on the channel. I hope you guys are excited as I am, but we really wanted to make a special video for you guys to reveal this and let you guys know, buckle up. This is gonna be the best content we have ever made by far. I'm hoping we'll be able to get to see a lot of new faces around the channel because of the new Eclipse build. I'm really excited too because 4G63, this is like an offspring of the 4G63 over here, so really cool to me, and I'm really excited to be one person here on the internet who sheds a whole lot of light on that subject as we continue to dive in and do a bunch of stuff with this motor and with this car in general. Oh yeah, one last thing I want to show you guys, the trunk. It's a hatchback. It might not look like a hatchback, but don't let that deceive you because it is technically a hatchback. It even still has the original spare tire down in there. You can see the random subwoofer wires spewing about. And again, needs a little TLC back here, but everything is still there. The perfect car to have as a little project. So head down there, smash the subscribe button, smash the notification bell, turn on all notifications for the channel. Go down there, follow us on all of social media, specifically our Instagram. That's where I post the most, and I'm gonna have some super fire content now on this car. I posted over there. A lot of updates on when you're gonna see content and stuff like that. Go down usually on the stories, and a lot more personal interaction there. Look at that booty. Big shout out to all the OGs who have supported me over the years. I know dang well this series is not gonna let you down. Neither is that one. Thank you guys again so much. Stay tuned for the next episode coming in the next few days. God bless you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, and here's to our new project series.